Section 6.1 example 3, we are going to learn how to graph equations of the form y equals ab to the x when b is greater than 1. Okay, as you look at this figure here, if a is greater than 0, okay, so if this number in front is bigger than 0 and b is bigger than 1, this graph is going to start along the x-axis and then it's going to swoop up just like this. It's going to increase very quickly as it goes to the right. Now, if a is smaller than 0, that means all the values are going to be negative instead. So it's going to do the same thing. It's going to approach the x-axis, but then it's going to go down very quickly. Okay? So if a is positive, it's going to be above the x-axis. If a is negative, it will be below. Let's look at a couple examples here. First, you have y equals 4 times 2 to the x. My scale on my graph is a little bit different. I think yours only goes up to 22. Don't worry about that. Just do the best you can while you're graphing it. However, so if we look at this, first we have to evaluate, as we learned to do on the previous page. X is negative 1 first. These are the x values. So if I put negative 1 in for x, it will say 4 times 2 to the negative first power. Now remember, negative powers we don't like. So what we want to do is make that a positive one, but we have to take the reciprocal of this then. So that would be like saying 4 times 1/2 to the first power. Well, anything to the first power is just that number. So 1/2 to the first is just a half, and half of 4 is 2. So I put a 2 here. On my graph, I'm going to plot a point at negative 1, 2. Now 2 on my scale is 10, so my 2 is way down here. Okay, so plot that point on your graph. Now x is 0, same function, but now put in 0. 4 times 2 to the 0 power. Now we'll go into this more in class, but anytime you raise something to the 0 power, that's equal to 1. So this is like saying 4 times 1, which of course is 4. So we have a point at 0, 4. So 0 is right on the axis, go up, not quite halfway to 10 in my case. So notice it starts right along the x-axis, just like we said that. A is a positive number. It's going to start along the axis and then it should go up quickly. Let's look at the next one. 4 times 2 to the first power. 2 to the first power is 2. 2 times 4 will give me 8. So 1/8. Go over 1 and up, not quite to 10. So notice we're going upwards, but very slowly. Okay? How about putting a 2 in for x? 4 times 2 to the second. Well, 2 to the second is 4. So that would be 4 times 4, which is 16. Now we're getting up there. 2, 16. Again, on your graph, it's quite a bit higher, as yours only goes up to 22. But you're going to have trouble on this next part. You gotta kind of fudge it a little bit. 4 times 2 to the third power. 2 to the third is 8. 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, times another 2 would be 8. And again, you can use your calculator on big ideas or in the classroom to help you. 4 times 8 would give us 32. So when x is 3, the y value is 32. And you can see it going up very quickly as we suggested it would. By the way, at this point you notice the x values keep going up by 1. Then the y values should keep being multiplied by this number. We talked about that on an earlier video. Okay, so you notice 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. So if you wanted to do 4 more quickly, you could just say, well, I know we're going to keep multiplying by 2 again. 32 times 2 should give me 64. And that is correct. 4 times 2 to the fourth. If you multiply 4 2's together, 2 times 2 is 4, times another 2 is 8, times another 2 is 16. 4 times 16, there's another way to get 64. So over 4, up 64. And then this is going to be ugly, folks, but we got to draw a smooth curve through these points. Now I have a real problem drawing with this thing. That actually wasn't too bad. You'll see a lot worse attempts by me, okay? And that is 4 times 2 to the x. Now you have another problem on negative 2 times 4 to the x. So for this one, Well, let's start again. Let's put in 0. So we've got negative 2 times 4 to the 0 power. Well, what did I tell you? Anything to the 0 is 1. So that's negative 2 times 1, which is negative 2. On my graph, I go 0, negative 2. And again, your graph looks different than mine. Don't freak out about that. In fact, yours is probably going to look better on this one. So negative 2 is just barely below 0. This time I'm going by hundreds. Yikes. So negative 2 times 4 to the first. 4 to the first is 4. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Now notice what's happening. X values are going up by 1. What should happen to the Y values? They should keep being multiplied by 4, shouldn't they? Negative 2 times 4, sure enough, negative 8. See if you can guess what the next one is. Let's do it over here. Negative 2 times 4 to the second. 4 to the second, that's 4 times 4, that's 16. Negative 2 times 16 is negative 32. Oops, I forgot to graph the second one. Over 1, down 8, which on mine is still nowhere near 100. Over 2 down 32, still nowhere near negative 100. So mine are really going slowly. Look, we multiplied by 4 again, didn't we? Negative 8 times 4 is negative 32. Wonder what the next one's going to be. Again, so there's different ways to get these numbers. So 4 to the third, that's 4 times 4 was 16. You multiply that by another 4, now you have 64. Again, it's okay to use your calculator to check yourself on these. So that's negative 128. So finally I get past 100. And we know what should happen. It should start falling real quick now. Look, I multiplied by 4 again, didn't I? Probably going to multiply by 4 again. 4 to the third was 64. Multiply by another 4, you get 256. Yikes. Multiply by negative 2, you get negative 512. Over 4, down 512. I got to scroll down a little bit here. So it's way down here. So you can see why I made my scale a little different. These are going way back. So now this one, because A was negative, it starts along the x-axis. And now this time it goes down really fast because of that negative A value. And there you have it. That's what happens when you are graphing equations y equals a times b to the x, where b is a number that's bigger than 1. Good luck with that.